You represent a group of thought leaders who need to shape our new world. The old ways of doing things no longer exist, and we need to find new ways. You are the new gold: intellectual effectiveness, high moral, ethical, and emotionally mature leadership. It's about a leadership that is not gender or race or religion or sexual orientation based or biased. So your experience was intended to be fully immersive, real, raw, relevant, multifaceted, and very clearly varied in its outcomes. It is our belief that you will find your rightful place in the world and continue to be shapeshifters of this world. So just a reminder of the outcomes we were looking for. Insights into business and social variables, these that need to shape the outcomes of this continent. How to participate in shaping the outcomes, and I'm going to emphasize the word transformative leaders. So on behalf of the university, our grateful thanks for your willingness to be part of this journey.
I am a white rhino. There's about 5,000 of us left in Africa. This is my wonderful bride, the black rhino. There's about 4,000 of her left. Together we produced the mixed rhino.
Why are we getting extinct?
People don't understand the power of diversity and Ubuntu. There are people out there who want to take things away from this wonderful planet, and that includes us.
We have to be very resilient to avoid this to happen.
How can we be resilient?
We have this philosophy called Ubuntu. It means that we are one through others. So I find my value because of how I interact with you and her.
We're gonna make sure that we groom you with care and leadership.
Oh, my friend, I'm so happy that you are here. In Africa, it's okay. People are really poor. So by you coming here and killing the rhinos, we can have money for the poor people and we can help them to have a better life.
How about the police and the people? I'm a little bit uncomfortable with it.
Don't worry, my friend. In Africa, because you have a little bit of money, you can make the rules. The rules are a little bit bendable, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Okay, the rule is mine, yeah?
The rule is yours as long as you give us the money and then we give you the horns.
Okay, I need 3 horses. Black one, white one, that the hybrid.
We can give you all the rhinos, my friend.
Oh, where is
Africa
it?
is a very good place for everybody.
I don't need you completely, I need just your horn.
Your horn helps people. There's lots of people where he comes from that really need this. Just one horn, not too many, just yours.
I can help millions of people by doing Ubuntu like this.
Maybe she's good. No need to kill him.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Ubuntu changed a poacher who came all the way from Mongolia to take Africa's resources for sexual prowess and to create capital for himself. The young rhino took a lesson from the elders and discovered that there's wisdom to be learned by elderly people. And the poacher spoke about corruption and the fact that laws were bendable in Africa for a price. So the overall lesson that we, the rhinos, would like to say, what we've learned from this learning journey is the importance of being resilient, the importance of intergenerational learning, the fact that Africa's resources need not just be her raw materials, but also we have moral lessons to give the world, and that people can change.
Good afternoon, everybody. We've chosen a poem by Rudyard Kipling called If.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, and you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, and if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise.
If you can dream and not make your dreams your master, if you can think and not make your thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat the two as the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things that you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools.
If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it all on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose your common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a transformational leader, my son and daughter.
In a faraway village in rural Limpopo, long, long ago, there lived a herd of elephants. These majestic African elephants are known to live up to 70 years. In this herd, after 18 months of pregnancy, a young little elephant was born. His mother called him Katie. Katie was born curious, adventurous, and always wondrous. Because of these characters, he was always late and slow. One day, he followed a grasshopper into the field and got lost. Boing, boing, boing. Katie felt abandoned and unloved and alone. And he started to see the good qualities in other animals. Lost and abandoned, with a growing resentment, he started to want to be like other animals in the wild. He compared himself to other animals, and all he saw of himself is that he was big and slow and clumsy. So he then compared himself to other animals that looked maybe like him, like a rhino, and thought maybe because of its grey color, he needs to be a rhino. He then considered that maybe he should rather hide and go live in a cave. In life, it's not when people don't understand who they are, it's when they don't understand what their purpose is. But what he didn't realize is the power that was within him. So he looked around and saw that elephants pushed down trees and they messed up forests. But what he forgot was that when a tree was pushed down, lots of other animals could feed from the tree which couldn't originally reach high heights. And when an elephant has fed enough and made a big poo, where all the droppings are, that gives the opportunity for lots of other trees to actually grow. Looking around, he thought, well, with all the advances that elephants were making and what Africa has the potential to do with technology, as we saw earlier on, he wouldn't be taking people out of jobs, but he would be making an exponential difference. So he started believing in the fact that he's an important part of the ecosystem. And the most amazing moment was when he realized that he was actually from a community of species that were powerful.
Like all good African tales, the young elephant was reunited with his herd. Today, he embraces his story. He does not need our pity. He owns his future now that he has accepted himself. He is passing on that pride and dignity to others in his community as a way of giving back.
The Lion King, we are one. A king is born. Oh, great lion, you rose and did nothing but are in greatness. Roar, lion, roar. Little did he know that back at the ranch, two people were backgammon against him. It was Scar and the hyenas. They attacked the lion. They attacked the lion, and the square realized he was not big enough yet. As Simba was walking in the jungle, lonely and crying, oh, what happened? I am a triangle. I have no one. What am I to do? Woe is me. I've even lost my mate. I don't know. Let's go find some bugs. We love bugs. I love eating. What is that noise? I think it's a lion. He's gonna eat us. Run, 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 run. No, I would never eat you. I don't even know what I am anymore. What's wrong, lion? Well, I was a great person and lost my father, and then they attacked me, and I ran, and well, don't worry about it, because you can live with us. Now let's go and eat. And Timon and Pumbaa took Simba to where they eat. What is this? These are the best things on earth. But I eat springbok. Try some worms. And Simba tasted the worms. At first he didn't really like it, but over time he realized he's a circle and sushi is gone, and now he'll have to eat pap and vlees. And Simba started enjoying the pap and vlees. And as they were eating, it became real that it was time to also enjoy a little song. Matata, full phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing away. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. And they partied until the night ended and they all went to sleep. And as they slept, Simba was very, very tired and fell into a deep sleep. And he was snoring. And as he dreamt, he had a vision. Simba, Simba, why have you forsaken yourself? Simba, you are a great square. Scar has destroyed our lands. You need to claim back that is which is yours. Simba, roar, Simba, roar. And Simba decided that he will definitely get his throne back because he wanted to eat some springbok. So Simba confronted Scar, and Scar just laughed and said, really, Simba, what do you think you're going to do? And then Simba let out the loudest roar the jungle has ever heard. And Scar and the hyenas ran very far away. And the animals in the kingdom were celebrating because Scar had really hurt them. And now it was a time to be happy and sing again we were. And Simba did not forget his good friends Timon and Pumbaa that had helped him when he was just a mere triangle. And Simba realized that he had gone through the circle of life where he was a triangle, a circle, and now again a square. But this time a better square, a king for the people. And the lessons learned is through care and growth, from circles or triangles or square, we can all be better people. And we are honestly one. And we can all choose to be.
How has this program changed your life? And what are you going to do differently?
Contributing
and balancing cultural resilience in Africa. We all have a collective consciousness about our responsibility for the greater good, and that is in essence Ubuntu.
Materialism can give you false security. How do we start looking more at the people that we work with and create value for them so we can all charter a course to one purpose, to an objective, and to getting there as a team and ensuring that we all equally benefit.
Oftentimes people don't always speak what exactly they're thinking, but perhaps what is perceived to be best.
Leadership is not a theoretical subject, it's a practical subject.
Essentially in economics it's said that there is no free lunch, but I've learned that I need to give some free lunches, and hopefully we'll get some back.
The importance of continuing to engage and thinking about how you can improve whatever space that you're in, rather than kind of withdrawing.
Building the people and then getting them to be the best that they can be, and then you'll actually reach your success.